So my impression is that when someone runs across somebody talking about the human extinction movement, which was put forward by Les Knight, there's a website called vehement.org, which talks extensively on human overpopulation, human population reduction, and then eventually human extinction. Um, Coming into that, it was like it bothered me when I first found their website. It was kind of, here I was, I'm sort of thinking of myself as an environmentalist person that doesn't like to see loss of biodiversity. I mean, emotionally, I think, oh, an animal's extinct. Oh no, the animal's gone forever. It'll never be back again. There's a, there's like a little animal, and it's never going to be again. The only thing that will be is a photo of it or a video, and it made me sad, and it's sad to think about amphibians dying off, frogs dying off, different forms of life dying off and never coming back again. So it was like that troubled me. But then again, I started thinking this coming into the idea of antinatalism, and there was a lot of talk about that. I've never read the book of it, the Benatarian. I've listened to quite a few people talking about the book, reading the book out loud. Gal Samarza. Oh, hi, if you're watching this. I know you subscribe to me. So what I've heard back and forth in the dialogue is that some people are appalled at the idea of there being no humans anymore, and that this would be a horrible thing, a horrifying thing, and they're almost speaking up and out against it because it's going to affect their livelihood. Now, that I totally understand when someone is opposed to a certain idea because it affects their way that they make money, that they make a living, and if there's an idea, a meme that's spread around, and it causes that idea being spread around causes them to lose money or to their job to be affected by that, so I sympathize with them. But as a philosopher discussing the idea philosophically, that would be like, okay, let's say you're a general and you're giving a speech to your troops. So you have hundreds of thousands of men that you're giving a speech to, and they're going into battle, or they're going to be going into battle. So in order for those young soldiers to go and fight and be more committed to winning the war, then if they have a child at home, or if their wife is pregnant at home, or their girlfriend's pregnant, then they have more of a reason to be more zestful about continuing the campaign to succeed in the campaign. So the general hearing somebody talking about discouraging people from having children would be like the politician that depends upon votes and their constituency. Maybe they have a teachers union, and they're preschool teachers or grade school teachers, and they're totally afraid of there being no children in another. If people stop having babies, then they'll get laid off, and they'll have to find other work, and they'll lose their job. So it's jobs. It's all about jobs. And then there's ministers or preachers or clergy people that have these big churches, mega churches, and if they lose congregation, if their members stop having children, and their pews will go empty, and then there won't be anybody enrolling at the colleges, and there'll be like a drop-off in the rate of enrollment, and there'll be revenue loss. So I understand people are afraid of the economics involved, or in if people are very patriotic and they're very nationalistic, or they're very proud of their own race or their family name, then they're bothered by someone promoting the idea of stopping it to have children. And then there's always a problem of, I'm trying to talk about that in my other video, but it's never really discussed. It's always the amount of suffering that one lives through, that a human being has to go through when they come into existence, all the horrible and horrifying things that happen to that person or the person's family or people that person loves or cares about. Horrible things happen to them, so they're stuck in their own life having to experience these horrible things, and there's a few very, very wealthy people that have the controls on the propaganda machine that want to promote optimism, and they want to promote the Disney-esque Pollyanna paintbrush of the world to be painted as a good, happy, loving, vibrant place that was welcoming to little babies and children, are going to have places to, our future is going to be there for them. A clean world, a world of fun, and a world of a lot of a healthy environment, and a world of job opportunities, and a new, wonderful, miraculous technology. But I don't see how that the washing, the Pollyanna propaganda washing that happens on the mainstream media paints the world as this wonderful place. The advertisers, everybody smiles and and you put on the business mask that you go to your job, and you're there to serve the customer, and you don't want to be frowning and telling the customer how horrible life is. You want to be selling, because it's always be closing. Attention, interest, desire, action, decision. You want to sell. So sober, very intense looking and analyzing life for what it is not very popular. It's not going to it's not going to bring the sales numbers up. If anything at all, it may discourage people from buying. So it may be a negative trend. Thank you for listening.